The Detroit Lions lose to the New Orleans Saints 52-38. This is Detroit Sports World. My name is Maurice Lewis. This game was nuts. They almost made history, though. The Lions almost made history and literally came back and won the game, but they lost it. The Saints won. It was a great game, but this game shouldn't have been a high-scoring game. The Lions defense got exposed, and, you know, the Saints, I give Saints credit. But a lot of things happened in this game. The Lions were down 35 points in the third quarter with 8:34 to go in the game, 45-10, and Matthew Stafford just starts connecting. A touchdown pass to Marvin Jones, a touchdown pass to Darren Fells, you know? And then the defense finally stepped up, and Miles Killebrew came in, forced a fumble on Mark Ingram. We got the ball back, and then next thing you know, Agnew is taking it back for a 74-yard TD return. So, man, it's just a lot of things happened in this game, and then next thing you know, we're pulling even closer, and A'Shawn Robinson gets a pick six off Drew Brees, and it's the fourth quarter, 6:47 to go. We're down by 7 points now, 45-38. And then next thing you know, there's that little bit of hope that the Lions can come back and win the game, and it gets squandered with a Matthew Stafford pick six near our end zone. I mean, it wouldn't have gotten near our end zone if Jamal Agnew would have juggled the ball, brought it all the way back on another punt return, and we were literally on the 1 yard line, and Matthew Stafford threw a pick six. There you go. So that's what pretty much happened in the game. The score ended 52-38. You're just not going to win the games with all those turnovers. I mean, even though Matthew Stafford threw for 312 yards, he had 3 touchdowns, but he also had 3 interceptions. You're not going to win with all those turnovers. You just can't. Drew Brees didn't really do much. It was really the people around him, the supporting cast. Mark Ingram went off. I mean, Mark Ingram had 114 rushing yards with 2 touchdowns, you know? And then Drew Brees ended up throwing 2 touchdowns for himself, but he only had 186 yards with 2 picks. So this game was more of a moral victory for the Detroit Lions because they never gave up. They kept, even though they were down by so much in the game, they kept saying, okay, you know what, we're going to keep working, we're going to keep pounding. The run game wasn't even there. I think Abdullah rushed for like 50-something yards, and we just couldn't get nothing going. There was no protection for Matthew Stafford at all. I mean, Matthew Stafford was getting sacked, rushed. A lot of hurry-up offense, a lot of, 2-minute drill, even though it ain't a 2-minute drill. I mean, it's just insane. You know, our offensive line got beat up. Greg Robinson got hurt, even though he was getting crushed. They exposed Wagner a little bit, and he got hurt, but then he came back in the game. But, he was playing hurt, so I really respect that man for that. Golden Tate ended up getting hurt in this game. Obviously, you guys saw that earlier in the game. Glover Quinn got hurt, and then Miles Killebrew kind of stepped up and took over that role. But a lot of injuries. I hope that the guys get healthy, but there's a lot of injuries. But without those injuries, that offensive line is horrible. Horrible. They did what they wanted to do. The defensive line looked like a top 5 defensive line, and they're not for the New Orleans Saints. They're just not. I mean, I'm just being real. They played really good, but the Saints finally stepped up and played really good defense, and they needed a game, and they wanted it more, and it showed, But you just can't win those games. You just can't come back every game and expect to win a game like that. You just can't do it. So the Lions lost this game, and we just got to get it back together. And hopefully we, in the next 2 weeks, we come back and we can win a game. I hate to say something like this, but now the NFC or the NFC North is wide open now. And Aaron Rodgers got hurt. He broke his collarbone. So the Packers, which they were number 1 in the NFC North, now are tied with the Minnesota Vikings. So the NFC North is kind of wide open now. So you just don't know what's going to happen. But the Lions finally have a chance now to go and run away with this. We can only hurt ourselves, though. We can only hurt ourselves. We know what the potential that they have. They got great potential, but It's all about the opportunities, and you got to take those opportunities, and you have to make the best out of them and just win. Win these games. These are important. So, you heard it from me. My name is Maurice Lewis. You're listening to Detroit Sports World. Hey, let me know what you think about this video. You can follow me on all social medias, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Hey, the Detroit Lions, we'll get it together. I'm out.